and I hope you're having a wonderful time. Yes, so this month I'm playing games tangentially related to the Umihara Kawase series, and that's a bit loud. So last time it was Cotton, and then Daisaias, shooters that are related to the series in one way or another. Okay, this is an interesting way to start the game. Yeah, so this week, the most recent game in the Umihara Kawase series, yes, Gibbon is here and asking how this is related. Well, the most recent game that is out is called Umihara Kawase Bazooka, which, in some ways, if you look at it, is a crossover of different franchises in the context of a platform fighter video game. Now, this is a very small sub-genre, which arguably started with Smash Brothers. I'll talk about some of the other examples a bit later, but this is kind of a clone of that kind of setting, or setup for a game. The volume is so different between different modes here. Just going to turn that down again a little bit. So this will introduce you to some of the characters involved. This is a crossover between Konami, Hudson, and Takara. So we've just seen... Oh gosh, it's going too quickly. I think... Oh no, hang on. I'm gonna like go back to the main screen. We'll see if we can start that again. Oh no. Yeah. So this is a 2003 game released for the GameCube and PS2. I'm playing the GameCube version because Dolphin is quite a good emulator for that. And I can use my official GameCube controller with my official Wii U USB GameCube adapter. So that's nice. It was developed by Bitstep, who I didn't really know for any of their other work. I do own Dr. Slump DS that they worked on. Apart from that, they have a lot of Unpunman and Ultraman games to their name, as well as a port of Dig Dug 2 to the mobile phone. So there's a very tangential Umihara Kawase connection for you, because the original conception of the Umihara Kawase game on Super Famicom was very much inspired by Dig Dug, and even used the Puka enemies as placeholder enemy characters in the game. Bitstep. Okay, here we go. So this character on the left is Mujo, who's a recurring antagonist from the Bomberman series. That's a Hudson connection. So yeah, Bomberman is here. Or is Bomberman... anyway. Licca-chan is the headline character of the toy line from Takara. Kind of the Japanese version of Barbie. Power Pro-kun is from a long-running series of Konami baseball games. Takahashi Meijin is from Adventure Island, of course, the port of the Wonder Boy. That's Microman, a toy line, again, from Takara. Momotaro from Momotaro Densetsu, based on the Japanese folkloric figure of legend. Convoy, or Optimus Prime from Transformers. Shimon Simon Belmont, in his redesigned look from Castlevania Chronicles. Yugo from Bloody Roar, the Hudson fighting game series about transforming lycanthropes. Takao, what's his last name? Oh, never mind, it's gone. Twin Bee from Twin Bee by Konami. Takao's from Beyblade. Yes, there's more. There's some unlockable characters as well that weren't in that intro, but yes, Gibbon, this is the game that has Bloody Roar and Adventure Island in it together. So I will be hoping that people in chat, especially Gibbon, will suggest characters they want to see more of so I can play as them. But just to give you a bit more of a rundown on who's involved. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so the setting is like this is a TV show that they're promoting by... That's funny. She's an original character for this game. They're pulling in characters from parallel universes or whatever to participate in a fighting tournament to improve their ratings. What? Given pulling in that Twin Bee is one of the earliest things that Arzest made. Of course, Arzest being in the news right now because Balan Wonderworld has a demo out that people are widely playing and critiquing. An artist is involved there. Yeah, that's interesting, Given. Which installment did they work on, do you know? Right, so we're going to go to the character select screen now. World Fighters is sort of the, I guess, the career mode, I think, if I'm getting it right. But what I'm going to do first is play the challenge mode, and that'll take us through a series of small events, a bit like the Smash Brothers event mode from Melee and Brawl. And 4, actually. And then we'll do the career mode of some characters that we choose that we want to see more of. Given was wrong, they worked on Pinobi, not Twin B. Yeah, similar name. I was just looking up Pinobi. I'm going to play a Pinobi game later on stream, later this year. So stay tuned for that. Yes, okay, so Power Pro Kun. I tried to take some notes here on these characters and how many games they'd appeared in, but it kind of really balloons out to an enormous degree when you get further in. But yeah, there's a ton of these baseball games with this kind of super deformed character design. It's a very big, I guess, name, especially in Japan. Simon Belmont, he was redesigned for Castlevania Chronicles, the remake on X68000 Sharp computer. It wasn't called Chronicles at that time, I think, but the Chronicles title was given to that game's port to the PlayStation, and that's probably where most people would know it from. But that design also appeared, it was sort of the inspiration or the basis for Simon's design in Castlevania Judgment, the fighting game on the Wii. Simon Belmont's been in about 20 different Castlevania games and 2 fighting games apart from this one. Twin B has been in about 20 games too. There's a few different Twin Bs because it's a generational series. It's a scrolling shoot 'em up with cute style, a cute 'em up. I think I've referred to it before on a few of my shoot 'em up streams this year. But yeah, there's also an RPG and a side-scrolling platformer. So they're not all shooters, but I think this is the only fighting game that Twin B's in. Solid Snake, as seen in not PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, but Super Smash Bros. Brawl and also Ultimate, as well as several, I think I counted around 10 different Metal Gear games, not counting his clone and other related characters. His clone from Acid 2, by the way. Moai, popularly seen in the Gradius series from Konami. So these first 5 are the Konami characters. They're grouped into which company they belong to. The Moai are commonly seen as enemies in Gradius and Parodius. There was one game where the Moai has a starring role, Moai-kun on the NES. It's a puzzle platformer. But we also, I think, very briefly saw Moai as one of the playable characters in Konami YY World on the Famicom, which I played a few months back on stream. I've got 3 playable appearances written here, but I don't remember what the third one was. Dikka Chan, as I said, the Japanese Barbie. She's a bit younger than Barbie, but this is sort of a very popular toy line. We're getting into Takara characters now, so they're a toy manufacturer. Konami had a large financial stake in the company, so they that's, I think, part of the reason why they had this collaboration for this game. But yeah, it's kind of an eclectic bunch here. Hudson's there because Konami was just about to acquire them. So yeah, a lot of them are under that umbrella, but it is still a crossover. Licca-chan apparently is one of the most overpowered characters in this game, so I'm keen to check her out a bit more later. Also, one of the only 2 female characters in the game, unfortunately. Yeah, a bit sad that there's such an imbalance in that way, but that's okay. We'll see more of her later, I think. Okay, this guy is Takao Kinomiya. In the localized form of the Beyblade franchise, he's known as Tyson Granger. So Beyblade is this toy and anime series, and then there's some video games based on anime, where you have a spinning top, you pull the cord, and then it spins around and it bashes into the other person's top, and you have to knock them over or something. And it gets super animated up in this franchise, and that's pretty interesting. I'm curious about how he plays, actually, considering the whole thing takes place using his combat tops. By my count, he was in about 9 different games, but I'm not sure how many of them were fighting games. It was a bit hard to track. at a certain point, he was obsoleted in the franchise, and a new, hotter, cooler anime boy took over as the face of the franchise, I guess. So, Optimus Prime. I listed 22 games, but there's so many Transformers games. I don't know how many of them are fighting games. Yeah, it's a franchise out of Japan, but it was extremely popular elsewhere in the world as well, especially in America. So, yeah, and there's different iterations of the franchise. This is probably G1, I guess, but I'm not really sure. And as well, just skipping ahead a bit, here's Megatron, the enemy of Optimus Prime from the Decepticons, I want to say, and Optimus Prime is the goodies, which are Autobots. So he can turn into a gun. We'll see how that plays out in his playstyle. But he's one of the unlockable characters. So there's another example of someone doubling up on a franchise. Microman, yes, Decepticons. So many games. Yes. So Microman is another toy line from Takara. Didn't catch on as well overseas, I think. But I guess the idea is he's a minuscule robot. Yeah, I don't really know. I think part of the Microman toy line got folded into some Transformers lines at a certain point, but I'm not sure. It's a bit complicated. I don't think Microman's been in any other games, by the way. There was a game called Microman on, like, what was it? Old 80s British computers, I think. But it's not related. I think it's a different thing. It just uses the same name. Asuka, the other female character of the game, she is a kunoichi, or ninja, from the Cool Girl toy line, which was localized in English as Psy Girls. And she has been in one other video game, because Psy Girls got a PS2 action game where the two playable characters were Ice and Asuka here. Yes. So that should be cool as well. Typical female ninja trope archetype kind of thing. But that's cool. Alright, so that's Takara and their toys to video games. Toys to life. So Hudson brings Bomberman to the table. Of course, Bomberman extremely popular. I did not even bother listing the number of games Bomberman has been in, because that would be too many. But I don't really think he's been in any other fighting games. He's an assist trophy in Smash Ultimate. But that's not really... yeah, playable appearance. Momotaro. Yeah, this is a Hudson franchise. Gosh, what's the gameplay of this? I didn't write that down. I'm not sure, but there's a lot of them. So this is like the legend of the boy who was born from a peach, and an old couple found him, and then he went on an adventure with his animal buddies, which you can see in that picture there. And you'll see this legend pop up in other games. He definitely appears in Okami Den, the DS follow-up to Okami, but you might see him in other things as well. It's just a popular Japanese folktale thing. And skipping ahead a bit, this character, who is like a giant baby, Binbogami, is the god of, what was it, famine or something? It's kind of a spirit, god, creature, deity from the same franchise, or at least the way that figure is interpreted in the video game franchise. Now, this is Takahashi Meiji, known as Master Higgins in English. Adventure Island, as I said, the kind of ports that Hudson did of Wonder Boy that then spawned its own franchise. Yugo, kind of the main character from the Bloody Roar series. So there's 5 installments in that fighting game series, and that's characters who can all transform into animals. I think I brought this up in a stream one time when I was talking about werewolves, but yeah, he's kind of the face of, he's the Ryu or the Terry Bogard or whatever. That's him. And finally, Manjimaru Sengoku. This is a character from the Tengai Makyo, or Far East of Eden RPG series. I believe coming in the second installment, and each of the 3 main installments has a new cast to it. The first character in his name is a Buddhist symbol known as the Manji, and it's wrote as Manjimaru. You can see it on maps representing Buddhist temples, but it was later appropriated and flipped by the National Socialists of Germany in the 30s, and that's where you might recognize the swastika symbol. But this is means a different thing in East Asia. So, oh yes, and there's, by my count, 4 different fighting games based on the Tengai Makyo series that bring in Sengoku, Manjimaru, as well as other characters. So he's had 2 game appearances and 4 fighting game appearances apart from this. So, Gibbon loves Bloody Roar. That's awesome. Someone started scanlating the manga recently. Okay, so there's a Bloody Roar manga apparently. I didn't know that. That's cool. So I'm going to go back. Like I said up top, that took a little while to go through all that. But what we're going to do, library, Caravan. So Hudson had this Caravan thing with their arcade games. It was tied to this competitive thing that they would run, and they'd had tours around Japan, and people would enter and compete. And Caravan has sort of become a term for arcade games, especially in the Arcade Archives re-release series by Hamstar, where they run for 5 minutes and there's like score attack and time attack kind of things. So that's the origin of the Caravan term. But in this case, it refers to little challenge modes. Oh, I should mention, by the way, this is not a default like run of the game. I've downloaded a save file from GameFAQs that has unlocked all the characters, because otherwise we'd only have a certain selection of those characters available. You have to unlock them as you go on. So this is a save that has everything in the game unlocked, and we're just going to play around in it and see how well we do. Okay. Oh wow, Gibbon really loves Bloody Roar. He's got a tattoo for Bloody Roar. What exactly is the tattoo then of exactly? What is the image that you have on you? That's interesting. That's cool. Okay. This is called Life Getter. I don't know what that means, but we got it to life. Get to 8,000. Okay. So these ones have predetermined characters. This is a way that I'm going to use to introduce myself to how some of the characters play. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be playing as Licca first up. And she even looks like a doll the way she's modeled in the game, which is fun. Okay, now what I'm going to have to do is break my Smash Brothers muscle memory, because even though I'm playing with a GameCube controller, it does not control the same way as the games that inspired it. And we'll see later on that some of the gameplay systems are different too. It's not a direct rip-off, which is good. They're doing their own thing with it. So, first of all, A is jump. That's going to throw me off straight away, because A is usually attack. But yeah, it's a platform fighter because we're fighting other people, but there's platforming elements where we can jump onto different levels of the stages and stuff. So if you're not familiar with that, my gosh, this is harder than it looks. Yeah, I'm already going at running speed. Okay, I can drop through any section of the floor, not just the middle. Oh, it's close. I've got to get to 8,000. We're not quite there. Come on, get the big ones. Oh, I shouldn't have jumped that time. That was very close. We'll try it again. Gibbon says that starting in Bloody Roar 3, all characters get a stylized symbol associated with them that is their glyph that activates when they go into their third mode. And he has a tat of the symbol for the character Stun. Or Stun. Who is Stun then? Tell me about them. What is their animal form and what are they like? You know, says Gibbon, I knew of this because of the Bloody Roar connection, but I've never actually played it. Well, there you go. I'll make sure to check out Yugo for you then. But yeah, we're going to go through event mode first and see what kind of different wacky challenges they come up with. That's always a fun thing to do when you have a game system and mechanics, and then you take those and you make sort of odd challenges out of it that push the player and the mechanics in different ways. I think that's really cool. It's one of the reasons I love the event mode in Smash Brothers. They kind of got rid of it for Ultimate, but sort of replaced it with World of Light, as well as replacing the adventure mode. Sort of does a few things at once. There we go. Licca-chan got the hearts. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Whew. So that was a lot of talking up top. Didn't get on the leaderboard, but there you go. Yes, thank you for that. Panchiro... Panchi Royo Bomba. Panchide Bakudan or Yoro. Royo. So something with punching and Bomberman is involved here. And again, we got to get to 8,000 points. Given says that the big bad for early games in the Bloody Roar series is the evil Tyron Corporation experimenting on these zooanthropes. Yes, I know that's linguistically incorrect, but that's the in-universe terminology. Alright, so here we have a Transformer stage. This is... hang on, what am I doing here? Okay, so I gotta punch the bombs. That's fine. That's what it told me to do, didn't it? Punch the bombs. Yeah, while we're here, it's interesting to see the Transformers stuff in the game, because one of my main sources of information about this game when doing research was the Transformers wiki, and I can wholeheartedly recommend the Transformers wiki, even if you're only a little bit interested in the franchise, because it's a rare kind of fan wiki that has a really good sense of humor to it as well. So it's very informative, covers all aspects of the franchise, and it's user edited, but it also has, you know, funny captions. It has some human touch to the descriptions. It's not just a repository of information. So Transformers Wiki is a really cool place to look, and because there's Transformers rep in this game, they cover basically all the content of it, even if it's just a few small sentences. Now, who is that big guy in the background? I don't really know. So Stun is, as Gibbon's tattoo shows, is a blue stag beetle, a heavy character with brawler type moves. That sounds cool. Yeah. Is there any reason that you attached to that character in particular, Gibbon? Okay, this next one says Kyara I think that's... Oh no, it's good. I'm not sure. Let's find out. In universe, characters born with zoanthropy all have mammalian animal transformations, and all the artificial zoanthropes are other animal types like reptiles and insects and such. Given says, I don't know, I just think he's cool. Lol. Alright, this looks like it might be Twin Bee stage. Oh no, they're all like toy-like characters, so it must be something to do with Takara. I don't know what the deal is here. I have to get to something. Oh! Okay, I'm chasing down this heart thing. It's going to appear at different spots on the stage. None of them so far have really tested our fighting capabilities, but that's alright. I think, actually, this mode is kind of a good way to get a handle on the mechanics of the games gradually, because it's shown us, like, movement, and now we're on traversal. Bomberman was a little bit of basic attacking, so yeah. Kind of a tutorial mode in a way. I don't know how many times I have to grab this. The clear objective text said something. It only had the number 1. 30 in 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. 30 times in 1 minute. Okay, so there's a counter up there that I should have seen. Cool. I wonder if I can use my Beyblades to capture this thing. Ah! Again, I don't really know how Takara works yet. I'll figure it out later, I guess. I think this is just about running around, I guess, for now. Okay, this is good pace. We're under 30 seconds at 15, so that's good. Yep. No! Yeah, I wonder what franchise this stage is for. Music doesn't take long to loop, does it? Ta-da! The Bloody Roar manga is sort of like Umihara Kawase's manga, actually, in that you have the iconic animal transformations that the game's main characters have, but they're different characters that still look kind of like their game counterparts. So Fang from the manga is visually almost identical to Yugo and also transforms into a very similar wolf form, but is a totally different character. That's weird. Actually, the Twin Bee manga worked the same way now that I think of it. It had characters that were basically XPs of the usual main characters, but were not the same. That's weird how they do that, isn't it? Okay. Boru or Tsukande. So something about a ball, dynamic, something. Okay, I'm probably going to be kicking a ball around, I guess. And I don't know who I am. Okay, that makes sense. Power Pro Kun. We're using balls to hit balloons, I guess. So what's my... Oh no. Oh, I'm trying to hit balls, I guess? Oh, no. Okay, so I've picked it up and then thrown it. That's the goal. So Y. Forgot the GameCube mapping there. Y is pick up and then also throw, and then we have to hit the balloons with the ball. Oh. The cranes have collision, do they? Yes, they do. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that arcing shot. You get a much bigger combo if you hit more of them in one shot. Ah, not a good throw. Better throw. Okay, I think we're good now. This one wasn't so hard. Oh, it didn't rebound that time. Oops. Come on, pick it up. That's alright. Oh, I'm kind of a Rayman. I do have arms but no legs, apparently. Cool. Alright, we're getting through this. There's not many of these. So once we do that, we'll take a few story modes out for a spin. Yeah, we'll just keep going for now. I've got more notes about other games in this genre, but we can cover that later. For now, we're still getting introduced to the content of the game. Okay, so there's some... Oops! Can I fly? I should be able to fly. Ah! Oh, what? Hang on. There's no double jumping or anything. Just experimenting with the controls a bit. We got shield like Smash Brothers. There's a small upwards attack. I don't know if X even does anything. Don't you think I should be able to land on those clouds? Okay, so there's some kind of aerial attacks I can do, but I don't get this one. Oh, that was fun. There's got to be something that Twinbee can do. Alright, here's what I've got. I've got an FAQ open from GameFAQs for this game. And it tells you about the... I said I had it open, but I realized I don't actually have it open currently. It tells you the movesets of the characters, so I'll just look up Twinbee and see what he can do. Twinbee, by the way, is a living machine, but usually a pilot sits inside and flies him around. Okay. Konami move lists. Twinbee. Punch, spinning kick, backflip kick, rocket punch, drop kick. So I've seen all of those in my experimenting just now. Special attack. Oh, okay. So maybe that's what X does, but I couldn't get it to work. Maybe you need to fill up a bar or something. Given agreeing with me that these clouds look like they should be platforms. Something's wrong here. Yeah, I do not get this. I must be missing something. Oh, there's an air dodge. That's fun. Yeah, like... I don't get this. Oh! Okay, you can grab the clouds. I just have to figure out how. Okay, you press the jump button again. You have to hold up and press the jump button when you're sort of inside the hitbox of the platform, and that lets you grip onto it. Okay, that's cool. Oh, and then you can even monkey bar along. So if I do this... Nah, I can't grab out of that. Not enough time, I guess. Well, it's tricky though, having to do that repeated input. Okay, we can do this. So they're not exactly platforms, but they're a platforming element, I guess. Oh, not too much air control, which is odd. Not what I expect out of... Ah! Twin B. Ah, come on. Cool. This is good. Oh no! And I can't quite reach that one. I can only reach this one. It's a bit lower down. Ugh. So this place looks very much like the Kingdom of Zeal from Chrono Trigger, but I assume it's from Twin B. It's a bit like Lapido Castle in the Sky as well, which inspires a lot of things, I'm sure. Very influential. Oh, no! Oh well. I don't think I can get there in this time. Oh, oh well. Let's just say I completed that one. Don't worry about it. Yamaru, please, please. Okay. I don't know. Whatever. Get something 30 times in 1 minute. Might be similar to the Beyblade one. Ooh, that's a nasty looking thing. What is this? Oh, this is Manjimaru. So this must be something relating to his franchise here. Tengai Makio, also known as Far East of Eden, an RPG series. I'm not sure what console it was on. So these vines are also grippable in the same way the clouds were. And that plant creature is screaming at me, which is a bit unnerving. He's got a cool sword though, eh? Made of fire. Don't tempt me to investigate another RPG series though. I've already got too many that I need to catch up on. Whoops! Okay, this is not running quite as smoothly as the Beyblade stage. Ah! Gripping that thing, it's really finicky actually. No, another one. Alright. Oh, it wasn't made of fire, it was just on fire. So I'm gonna say I beat that one too, even though I clearly didn't. Something about cards, ball, hit a card with a ball? I don't know, we'll see. Oh, Adventure Island it looks like. Yeah, I don't know why Takashi Meijin doesn't wear a shirt, but he definitely has a cap. Ow. Ow, what? Do I have to punch the balls or what? So, golly. Pro-kun had... Ow! Had the button to pick up balls, but apparently Meijin here does not have that ability. What am I trying to do? I have no score. I've got nothing. I'm trying to attack them now, but it doesn't... Oh! Gibbon, have you played many of the Adventure Island games? Since you're such a big Wonder Boy fan, do you recognize any of this stuff that he's doing? Like the yelling attack? Oh! It's got a headbutt. Oh, maybe I gotta headbutt them. That's probably it. Gibbon has played a decent amount of Adventure Island games. There's so many. I wasn't really familiar with them except for... They did this one crossover with Katamari Damashi on mobile phones where you're like just rolling up bananas. Okay, so it doesn't look like the headbutt is the thing I have to do. So what is it then? I don't know what I'm doing. Let's try the jumping kick. Oh, it can't be that, surely. Missed anyway. Yes! Nope, didn't do anything. What else can I try? Here's what I'll do. I'll look up Mejin's... Well, Takashi. Mejin is like a title. By the way, he's based on a real person. A kind of spokesperson for Hudson called Takashi something. Mejin kind of means master, and he was the master of rapidly mashing the fire button to succeed really well in shoot 'em ups. Apparently he could do it even faster than a turbo controller. Finger poke, scream, headbutt, poke combo, diving headbutt. So I've seen all his attacks now, but he also has special attacks that I don't know how to do. Yeah, none of the buttons I'm trying. Oh, hang on. Is that it? Oh, that must just be the grab button. So I don't know why I haven't been able to do a special attack with any characters yet. Maybe... Ugh, whatever. Gibbon says, in most of the Adventure Island games, this character himself doesn't have that many moves besides run, jump, and fireball / axe throw. And according to the move list, he should be able to do fireballs and axe throws, but I just haven't figured out the special move button, I guess. He gets dinosaur animal bodies that can do other things in a bunch of games. And in the last SNES one, it gets more like a GBA Castlevania with armor and weapons and such. Wow, that sounds amazing. Okay. I want to... Oh, hang on. I just figured it out. It doesn't say card, it says guard. And the picture in the TV screen in the background has him using the shield. It's the one function that I didn't try. So yeah, you have to shield the balls that are coming in. Duh. Sorry. Alright, let's do it. Come on. Yeah, baby. Hey, hey. That's the key. Very nice. And this teaches you about guarding. Oops. My positioning was a bit off. Oh, that's right. Oh. Rude. Oh. Wow. Yeah, you gotta get... Oh. You gotta get enough of them in a row to get a good score combo. Oh. Oh! Hold on. Okay. These GameCube analog triggers. Ow! I never really liked them because they take a lot more effort on your finger to push them in. So it really makes your fingers tired much quicker than other kinds of triggers. Alright, cool. So we're almost done with event mode. This is the last one. And we're not going to actually see all the characters in it, apparently. No, not everyone gets their own event, apparently. Maybe it's just the default characters that do. I can't remember who's unlockable. This looks like Castlevania. Yeah, there's Simon. Those bare thighs. Oh yeah. Alright, so I guess we gotta hit some... Yep, Medusa heads. No, that's not increasing my total. Oh yes, of course, it's the heart thing. I missed that. Foolish of me, I know. The Medusas are just an added wrinkle to get in our way. But I can tell this is going to be a tricky one as well. Ow. Oh, quit it. Whoa, how... Okay, cool. Could just make that. pace is a little slow. You probably won't get this one. But at this point I'm more keen to get onto the story modes and see what the actual gameplay is like instead of just the event matches, so we'll move on after this. Could you be any slower, Simon? Ooh. Gibbon ordered the Wicked Witch set for LEGO Dimensions and it has just arrived. Very nice. She's a great character, useful for breaking silver objects and the all-important flight, of course. But she also, I believe, has a magic shield which can do laser deflect, so you'll find all these abilities quite useful, especially flight. Alright. Character survival, I think, is just the versus mode. And then this is like a database. I like the female presenter there wearing a fake moustache. So this will tell you something about the origin of the character and the games that they've been in before, which is really cool. Actually, I never looked into this before. Let's go down to Yugo. Oh yeah, look at that guy. 1997, Bloody Raw series. So, Bloody Raw, Hatsubai, and then 2, 3, and Extreme. I think there's been one more since then. Or since this game was released. Yeah. I wonder what it says about Licca-chan. Actually, Licca-chan does have 2 games, but they're not released until the DS, so they wouldn't be represented in here, would they? This is just telling you about the different toy lines then, yeah. So it's up to 4 generations, and then Pinky, Pink, Licca-chan, and then Special Value Licca-chan, Hatsubai. Keep saying Hatsubai. Don't know what that means. Just for curiosity. Cool girl. What? I don't know why it's mentioning ice there. I guess she was the first product line, and then Asuka came in the second one or something. I don't know. Anyway. Alright, World Fighters, let's do it. I've been meaning to check this game out for ages, you know. I'm glad I found an excuse to do it that tied into Umihara Kawase. I hope you accept that the tie-in that I established is substantial enough to excuse me playing this. I've just been really curious about this for a long time, just because I really like crossover games, and there aren't many platform fighter games in general. So that's actually demonstrating some of the game mechanics there too. You can hit people and then coins with hearts on them fly out. You pick those up, and then if you knock someone out, then their heart will fly out. And we've seen these two already in the event matches. The random hearts being thrown out in Dikka-chan's event, and the hearts that you pick up that move around the stage. That is like, you got to pick up the hearts to get points, I believe. Right, who am I doing? Yugo. Okay. Oh, do I have... Yeah, costumes. So here we go, Gibbon. We've got red shirt, yellow shirt, blue shirt, white shirt. I think this might just be costume. We'll go with the default for now. Alright, so what is this mode? Let's find out. Oh, okay, we can actually move in this little scene here. That's fun. So there's some kind of coin spawner in the middle, and you pick them all up, and then the bar shows that the like relative, yeah, like status of each character based on how many hearts they have. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, Gibbon can tell us which of these attacks are taken from the Bloody Raw games and how well it's representing the series. So you have this backflip thing, a rising spinning uppercut in the air. I also have a diving kick. Now I'll try some of my other special moves. Okay, so I do actually have access to special moves finally by hitting X. and then have sort of a rushing slash claw attack, I think. And there, as we've knocked down Takara there, he has dropped a heart, but he managed to pick it up again afterwards. And if they pick it up, then they get to continue in the game, but if you pick it up, then you beat them. I guess that's how it works. Cool. So it's a different system. They didn't want to copy Smash Brothers too closely, much like PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale did its own system of how to win. Yeah. So that's interesting. Alright, what else have we got? I saw one... So there's like a rising spinning thing again, but with an aura that then falls down and smashes on the ground. That's fun. Yeah, so I think that just has a variation for on ground and in air. So the movesets are relatively simple, I guess, for this game. Oh no. Nasty. Quit it, dude. Okay, so I have my triple hit combo, but then if I'm holding up and press B to his hack, he does a slower strong punch, like so. Bit of an uppercut. Oops. I tried to grab, but I was using my default Smash moves control setup. So this time, grab. Oh, okay. I've I've clamped Twin Bee in my jaws using my grab. Oh look, he's tiny. Okay, and that's how you win. So it looks like the transformation doesn't really factor into the gameplay in this game. I don't know if it really does in Bloody Roar, but I'm in wolf form the whole time. Bloody Roar is a 3D fighter, so there's less jumping and aerial moves, so they are taking some liberties, says Given. But broadly speaking, yes, they are all based on moves he does. That's good to know. Authenticity, that's good. Yeah, so Mujo is like a villain character. His moustache is very important to him because he commands the Higa Higa gang, or moustache gang, who are some villainous characters in certain Bomberman games. I don't know which ones. Some of them. But in this, he is more a figure of comic relief. Oh, we're on a train. Okay. What is this? Momotaro Dentetsu? Which is a train-based game that Hudson used to make. Where are we, actually? I don't know. Quit it. Yeah, okay. So I saw a grab earlier. I want to see if there's a throw as well. Just try... Yep. So we throw forwards like that. Throw... Can I throw down, maybe? Let's try it. Whoops. I got grabbed first before I could grab him. Oh, nasty. That wasn't me, was it? No. Momotaro lost his heart, and I grabbed it off him. But much like Super Mario... Mario Kart 64's battle mode, if you get knocked out, you still are able to participate in some way. Okay, I tried a directional throw, but I don't think... I think that's just the one kind of throw. I'm still getting used to these controls. Oh, that was fun. Oh, okay, so... What? Pro-kun just threw his head. It's separated from his body, so he's more of a Rayman than I thought, actually. But, what was I going to say? There's a sort of forward special and a neutral special, and they're different. Okay. This looks vaguely Twin Bee-ish. Oh, who's this? Microman. Cool. Maybe it's Microman's world. Nice monorail. Hey, get back here, buddy. Oh! He hit me. Yes, my rising attack got him. Very satisfying. very well. Yeah! So that knocks some coins out of him. Oh, if I can master these grabbing mechanics. Oh, that's fun. When Yugo's climbing a rope, he turns upside down and goes on all fours to spin around. Oh, nasty. Good one, dude. He has a special that transforms him into something that looks very much like a transformer. Oh! So yeah, I did just finish playing Umihara Kawase Bazooka, which is what inspired me to fast track this, which I'd been thinking about playing for a long time. Dolphin, historically when I've tried it, is not always perfect for streams because I lose computer performance and frame rate and stuff, but it actually seems to be running a lot better on my PC, which is very, very nice. That's what I'm using right now. Windows 10. I forgot the controls again. Oh, no! Stop it! Give me that. Okay, I got it back. Damn, this guy's good. Ah, stop! Not again. No! Yes, please. Oh good, free continues. That's lovely. Alright, you can actually pick stuff up during this sequence. That's really interesting. Alright, so what is the key to actually knocking someone's heart out? Because I'm here at this level, but I've just lost some coins. Ah, stop it. Is it when you get all the way to the left? Perhaps. No! No! I'm trying to use some advanced techniques, but I'm not very good at this game system, unfortunately. Sorry about that. You must have seen me play fighters before. I'm bad at them. But I have played a lot of Smash Brothers. It's probably hurting me more than helping me in this case, with the muscle memory and such. Stop it. How dare you, sir. Yeah, my heart level is way low right now. I wonder if there's a difficulty setting that I can turn down. So as the match goes on, I see the red level on that gauge is progressing further to the right, meaning it'll be easier for you to get knocked down and lose your heart. Yeah, maybe for future runs I'll turn down the difficulty. So getting hearts early in the game gives you better standing to survive as you get beaten up, I guess. It doesn't seem like in a usual match you get much opportunity to recover hearts. It's about filling them up at the start and then trying to hold on to them while your opponent tries to beat them out of you. Yeah, so it's an interesting system. Kaboom! Yeah, pulled that one off. Hey, none of that, guy. Boom! Oh well, missed. I like how the lady announcer talks to you. So you can, yeah, you can pick up hearts sometimes. Yep, we're almost there. Yes! Finally. Gibbon saying, I need to finish Fresh and Bazooka, but I want to get through LEGO Dimensions right now. Well, good luck, my friend. It depends, I guess, what you mean on get through LEGO Dimensions. If you want 100% it, it will take you many, 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 many hours. But yeah, just getting through the story mode and the stuff for the franchises you're interested in. Like, you've got Wicked Witch, you've got Portal. So just clearing out those adventure worlds will be a bit shorter. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Do the main story, do the Portal content. And if that's all you're interested in, it won't take too long, so that's good. It's such a cool game, though. That's another huge crossover, actually. That's really interesting. I love crossovers. So I made a short list here of... What? Oh no. Ouch. Okay then. Okay. Gibbon is doing the... no, Gibbon is not doing the 1,000 plus gold bricks. I think is what he's saying there. Yeah, actually I think that's a good tactic. If you take the other players out early before they can build up their heart count, like really early, then that could be advantageous. I should stop abusing that, shouldn't I? Yeah, so your aerial moveset options are kind of limited depending on who you are. Oh! Yes, Simon's down. So it might play out a little bit more like a ground-based... That was cool. Oh, this is Bloody Tears, isn't it? Classic Castlevania song. I might have got the name wrong, but you hear this a lot in various Castlevania games. I bashed away a little mini Simon, very cute. Oh, so yes, Prime can turn into truck form to attack me. Ugh, almost had him. Let's go! Yes, that's a cool mechanic. I like this heart capturing thing. And they balance it out with the gauge and how far you move each time. Yeah, Gibbon says, I'm really loving in LEGO Dimensions how the franchises aren't sequestered to their own worlds and cross over all over the place. Yeah, especially in the story mode. Every level is kind of a combination of 2 or 3 different things. Almost every level. But they all have little cameos and stuff all over the place as well. Oh, yeah. There's a rising attack too, so I do a little backflip tail swing thing when I get up after a knockdown. Okay, hang on, where are we right now? This looks like a Bomberman stage scene side on. Yeah, that's interesting. That's got to be it. I think the face on those blocks is probably Mujo, who we've seen in the cutscenes. I don't know if he's going to show up in the game itself later. I don't really know. Kaboom! Nice! Sorry, I just said that what I did was nice, which is a bit gauche, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, Meijin does... Takashi Meijin does throw spears in some of his specials, it looks like. That was very cool. Done. Also, Gibbon says, friend is playing through the Kingdom Hearts games and LEGO Dimensions just makes me wish Disney was a bit looser with their restrictions on how characters can be used in those. Yes, I looked up a list of franchise crossovers on Moby Games for video games. And Kingdom Hearts showed up on all of them. All the Kingdom Hearts installments showed up on that list. Which, when I looked at it, I was like, I guess they're crossovers. Because, yeah, like you say, it is sort of sequestered. The first entry on the list of franchise crossovers on Moby Games is the early 90s, Alien vs. Predator. Which, I don't know, I guess that counts, but it is based on a comic at the time. I think the first true gaming crossover unique to that medium is Frankie, Joe, and Dirk on the Tiles, a tile-moving puzzle game starring Dirk from Dragon's Lair, Joe and Mac from Caveman Ninja, and Dr. Franken from some other game, I guess. And these are all characters from Elite Systems. Anyway. I think the first big crossover with many different franchises, as well as being a fighting game, is Fighters Megamix on the Saturn, and that was a bunch of different Sega fighting series that got together in one game, including Sonic the Fighters, and they even had a Daytona car in there and stuff. It was a really wacky game. Interesting stuff. Mostly using Virtua Fighter 2 and Fighting Vipers as the basis. I played Fighting Vipers, actually. Because we had a skate character in that. I did the Skate Fighters showcase, and Grace was part of that. Alright, so Mujo did show up after all. That's the final boss here, I guess. In some kind of UFO contraption, yes. Haha, take that. And true to his home series, he's throwing bombs at me. Oh, I see. See how it is. Kaboom! Maybe I did need to do quite a bigger special attack. But it's hard to get back up to him every time. I should be using that more. Oh, that's beautiful. Feels good. Oop. And then in fighting games, you then, not long after that, get X-Men vs. Street Fighter, which leads into the Marvel vs. Capcom series, and then the other vs. Capcom fighting games. And those are big fighting crossover type things. Ooh, bingo bongo. Gibbon says, I love how old the let's pull in two famous franchises to boost our show ratings story trope is. It's notably the plot of the original King Kong vs. Godzilla. Very good points, and we're going to see that again soon enough, aren't we? Godzilla vs. Kong. So that's story mode. Having seen how it plays out, I will, I expect that it will actually look very similar for every character in the game. There wasn't too much unique stuff specific to who you picked, but that's okay. So we got to the credits, and I didn't even have to turn the difficulty down. And yeah, everyone's voice actors here are being credited now, so that's cool. Everyone's got their own vocalizations. I don't know any of these, so I'll have to tell you if they're reprising their roles from other media or anything. Alright, yeah. Gibbon actually meant that is literally the plot of King Kong vs. Godzilla, the original movie. A TV station goes and kidnaps Kong and tries to pit him against Godzilla for ratings. I didn't know that, so yes, you're too correct. That's true. Indeed, that's the plot of this game as well. So yes, it is a story tradition. I don't know how often that's the justification for these games, though, but it is funny that it's here as well. So here's some of the other games in this subgenre of platform fighters that are also franchise crossovers. Arguably the platform fighter started with the arcade game Outfoxies, but it was Smash Bros. On the 64 that kind of turned it into... It added the crossover element, as well as expanding on, the fighting moveset of the characters. And that kind of pushed off a wave of competitors and people trying to do similar things. The first one I've got on my list is, well, there may be others, Jump Superstars and Jump Ultimate Stars 2005-2006 on the DS. That's a huge crossover of various Jump, Shonen Jump manga properties, including Dragon Ball, Naruto, all that good stuff. But yeah, some deep pulls and some older stuff as well. And that's sort of continued into, what are the later ones called? J-Stars Victory Versus and Jump Force were the more modern ones after that. But they're more 3D. What would you call that? They're kind of like the Naruto 3D games. Anyway. They became less about platform fighting in the same way, I think. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale in 2012, PS3 and Vita. Having many different Sony properties and other third-party characters as well. C rank, dang. Lately you've been having more kind of indie crossover fighters in this vein. Sometimes it's sort of Smash clones or successors that have a few indie guest characters, and there's plenty of those. But there's other ones that are full indie crossovers with fewer original characters. And for that, you have things like Slap City, which was a 2018 PC game that crosses over only characters from the Ludosity stable of franchises, which isn't much, but you get things like It'll Do and Princess Remedy. I actually referenced the official art for Remedy from this game when I was drawing her based on the Princess Remedy in, what's it called? I don't remember the name, but it's like ZX Spectrum style look to the games. I played them early last year. And then, Umihara Kawase Bazooka is another recent indie one. Oh, and Indie Pogo as well. That's got a ton of different characters. Whereas Bazooka takes from mostly successes, franchises, and associated things with Studio Sai Zensen. Mostly Umihara Kawase, Cotton, and Doki Doki Payachio, which Toshinobu Kondo, the character designer, who is now the studio director for Sai Zensen. One of his earlier works. Keeps bringing it back. Alright. What should we do next? We've been going for about just over an hour. One thing I wanted to do was see how Licca-chan plays, because I heard how overpowered she was. So we might as well do the career mode. I don't have anybody else to play against, so yeah. I'm also a bit curious about Snake and Simon, considering they've been in other platform fighter games themselves. So yeah, we might do a few versus things, and then we can see specific stages as well. But should I be Licca? Should I be Asuka? Let's be Licca. Oh, cool. Her outfits are quite different from each other. We've got kind of a milkmaid outfit. There's the schoolgirl kind of outfit with a pinafore. And this one, I like the hat, so I'm going to pick hat mode. Because, you know, it's the same old doll with all the same problems, but she's got a new hat. Alright, this is Licca's home stage. As we can see from the TV down below, it says Licca. Now, a few items have appeared in some of these stages, but I haven't really been able to experiment with them and figure out what they do yet. Okay, so apparently Licca has like a spinning dress attack. And also a spinning leg attack. Oh! I was just experimenting with that, and immediately, yes. Ooh. Gibbon has ordered some Doujin art books from Japan, and Sendeko has informed him that they have shipped. That's very exciting. I can't wait to find out what's in them. Cool stuff. Hope you enjoy it. So I've got this upward attack as well. All her attacks seem to be spins so far. I've got a... Whoa! I've got an aerial stomp, like so. Boom. What else can we do? Yeah, that's the upwards attack. All right, let's try the... Whoa! That whip has huge range, of course. Okay, grab. Very nice. Oh, it's already over. Maybe Licca-chan is overpowered. Well, we are in the early stages. Yeah. So we've seen these cutscenes, assuming they're the same. I should watch the next one just to make sure. But yeah, we can skip them to get through this a bit quicker. I had on my list as well Brawlout, which has a lot of original characters, but also among them is 3 guests from other indie games. And then I think Rivals of Aether even has, I think 2 guests as well. But in both those cases, mostly they're unique characters. Whoa! Okay. What the? Okay, so my neutral special sucks hearts from other characters. That's really powerful, I think. It just directly lifts them out. Alright, what else can we do? I don't know if there's any special variations. She seems to be doing the same thing no matter what direction I'm pushing. Oh well, that's cool. Get owned, son. What I can do is look up the move list for Licca in my guide in a minute. Nice. Don't know about that polka dot skirt, by the way. It's a bit, yeah, I don't know. Have you had any more luck given with ordering the comic burger issues with the last 2 chapters of the Umihara Kawase manga? I am desperate for those. Not desperate enough to buy them myself, but since you were really keen on getting them, I was just going to wait for you to get them and scan them. Just so we don't double up on the shipping costs and everything. You know. No good. That's too bad. If you can figure out how to get them, go for it, says Given. Well, I guess I'll give it a go. Ow. Stop it, buddy. Yeah. Actually, yeah, if there's so much repeated content, let's watch this. Yeah, so we've seen this already. I'm gonna quit the story mode and just play around in the versus mode for a bit, I think. Now that we've seen how Licca plays, I want to get more of a broader view of the game's content. Okay, so... yeah, I'll keep it to 1 on... No, let's go more chaotic. Oops. So what are the rules? Yeah, 2 stocks. I don't know what this means. Oh, this is a difficulty. It says handy, and then... Oh, I can't read that. Tsuyoi and Yowai. So I think Tsuyoi is like strong and Yowai I think must be weak. So the middle one is normal. I think it... Oh, handicap. Yeah, handicap, of course. Alright, so we've seen Licca-chan now. I'm curious about Asuka now. So green, blue, and black. Okay, that's fine. Default it is. Oh, and the comms are all chosen randomly, apparently. That's fine. Okay, so Power Pro Stadium, Dracula's Castle, Sky Place. Oh, Big Shell. So this is Metal Gear Solid 2, I think. That must be Gradius. Yeah, Gradius. Licca-chan's house is literally what it says. Something Debuster. Tree House, I think. Night City. That could be Beyblade. Microase. That's probably the Tengai Makyo stage, judging by the event. Don't know anything about the series, really. What's this? No idea. There's the Bomberman stage. Bomberman battle, it says. The train. Yeah, that must be Momotaro Dentetsu then. Yeah. Considering all the peaches and stuff, yeah. And Adventure Island. So, any requests? Otherwise, I'll pick Big Shell. But yeah, request one for next time if you like. Cool. I am a ninja. And I have a sword, I think. What is that? Yeah, it's a sword. There's a little red trail to it. Whoa, what just happened? Ah, this is disorienting. Ah, where am I? I shouldn't have put 4 people. Okay, so the jump jet is coming in to shoot everybody, and the camera angle has changed dramatically. Oh, well, how was I supposed to know that was going to happen? Okay, let's experiment with our moves. I have a rising slash. Oh, that's cool. That spinning flip thing, very cool stuff. What else can we do? Okay, we have a kind of fire attack. Oh, some explosive projectile. Oh, that's so cool. And I can throw something upwards. Whoa, the Beyblade guy summoned a dragon or something. Dude. Ow. Little Simon hit me. Didn't realize I could still affect the battle with attacks. Okay, so I lost, but that's cool. Cool, I didn't know there were, yeah, fun that there's like stage hazards and stuff. Oh, okay, so this is not stock, it's rounds, yeah, okay, that's fine. Let me see, have I fully seen my moveset? I'm not really sure, but they're pretty simple, the movesets. Oops, what is that? News, there's some news. There is a Harrier approaching. Oops, well, okay. I didn't know it was going to do. I'm not sure if you can predict where it's going to shoot. Was there an indication? Maybe I'm not watching properly. Oh, that was dumb. I dived straight into that cross. This is a classic Metal Gear song, by the way. Oh yeah. Get some good coverage with this special. Woo! Hey, Tony's here. Hi, Tony. How's it going? Tony says, oh fun, I played a bit of this on the stream, on the Outer Circle. When was that? That sounds cool. Oh, it was a 3rd round? I swear, I don't... okay, I'm just gonna quit. What's this? So change character, change setting. I'll just hit exit. Just go back to the start. Let's set it to 1. Yeah, any particular characters or stages that you found fun that you'd recommend, Tony? Because I still want to check out Simon. Blue Simon, Blonde Simon, Green Simon. Let's go Green Simon. Very cute. Actually, come to think of it, when Simon showed up in Lords of Shadow Mirror of Fate, he kind of looked a bit like, you know, a little bit with the fur and the red shaggy hair. What do we want to see? We haven't seen all of these yet. Curious about the Gradius one. Tony just did the Bomberman. They played as... Tony played the story mode as Bomberman. Cool. Yeah, I haven't tried Bomberman yet. There's Gradius UI up here. High score. Alright, how does... Oh, when you stand on the the thing down the bottom, the meter for your weapon. Alright, let me figure out this weapon. What? It just broke. I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to activate it without breaking it. I guess we can try grabbing it. There was grabbing of the balls in the Power Procon event, so maybe that's got something to do with it. Alright, so we can throw the boomerang cross, or we can throw it straight out ahead of us, or to arc around us. What else can we do? Oops, quit it. Try grabbing. Oh, I broke it. Throw upwards. Okay, so we can arc it upwards. Yeah, there's a lot of different versatility things you can do with the cross, it looks like. I have a triple combo there. Oops. Yeah, this whip has a lot more coverage than it does in Smash Brothers, where it's usually just straight out ahead. Okay, there's a few different directional things you can do with the whip as well, it looks like. Just experimenting a little here. That looks a little silly, doesn't it? He suddenly swings downwards. Yeah. It's a little bit off. But it's interesting comparing how he plays in this to Smash Brothers, because it's a pretty good direct comparison. The movesets here are simpler, but also, yeah, it just works a little different. Cool. What happened there? Oh, cool. Of course there's a victory screen. Belmondo. Very good, very good. Go back to character select, and then we'll be able to do stage after that anyway. Cool. All right, I want to check out Snake, and then... Oh, well, you know, we'll be here a while. We can just check out everyone that we're interested in. Oh, okay, that's Iroquois Pliskin from MGS2, I think, is what that's supposed to look like. Tuxedo, I think that's a hidden outfit. And then... Oh, what's that one? It's like... It's a different suit. But he's got a really powerful mullet here, and then it's shorter here, I think. Oh, I'm not sure what the difference is, actually. Is this supposed to look like Naked Snake? No, I like the mullet too much. Alright. Tony says, I really enjoyed it though, but I also enjoyed Balan Wonderworld, which makes me a rare species of person. Well, I am, of course. I'm a water lizard thing. You are rare indeed, Tony. You're unique. You're one of a kind. You're one in a million. Okay, I'm not sure what this stage is, so I'm going to check this one out. Yeah, I'm glad that you can find so much enjoyment in Balan Wonderworld, because a lot of people... I mentioned it before, but a lot of people are pretty critical of it. but you don't have to be. Oh wow, she did like a running on the ceiling thing. That's cool. All right, that's a real snake style jump, isn't it? Where are we? I have no idea what this is. Okay, just checking out my moves a bit. He's like holding them up from behind. That's silly. Alright, what's my attack combo? Oh, look at that CQC. Hey, stop it. Punch, punch, punch. Oh, I could barely make out what he just did. Whoa. The leg sweep, love it. Punch, punch, kick. Oh yeah, that's classic. Yeah, looks good. All right, let's try some of the specials. Oh, we have C4, okay, and I can blow it up. Something that Brawl ripped off. Except, yeah, it clearly shows you when he sets it down, but then that goes away. What have I got for aerials? Oops. No, 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 no. Please don't take my heart. So I have a... Yeah, okay, there's a falling kick as well. Oh, she keeps hitting with that fire. I knew that was powerful. Not today, Death. What other specials have I got? Ouch! Stop it, please. I haven't even seen all my specials yet. The losing animation is very nice too. Wow. Pretty cool. Yeah, as Tony says, people are basing their opinion on a really lousy Switch port, but it's also a bit unconventional. I get it. Yeah, all true. It definitely is unconventional, and that makes it interesting. I still don't know what this stage is from. It's some sci-fi thing. Not sure. Alright. Specials. What have I got? C4. Oh, I can fling it in the air. Maybe that's my only special. I do have the moveset list up here on my phone. If you give me a second. Doop-a-doop-doo-doo-doo-doo. Sword Snake, punch, spinning kick, jumping kick, crescent kick, drop kick, 2-hit combo. Specials, plant C4. Oh, okay, there's something cool. I can do this. Hey. No! I want to show you something cool. Stop it. Aha! And then, kaboom! So while you've grabbed someone, you can plant C4 on their body and then blow it up a bit later. That's cool. Alright, I think I've seen enough of Snake now. Let's see, who else do I want to see? Curious to how Moai plays. Different colors of Moai. Where would Moai fit in best? I know. Yes, of course. Whoa. Oh, okay. You can go over there too. So Moai, I think, is a hidden character. It doesn't walk, it spins on its base. That's very cute. So what can I do? Headbutts? Yep, that makes sense. Aw, stop it. Oh, of course. No! Grab! Oh. Man. Oh, Tony played us the Moai as well. Yeah, it's cool. In Moai-kun for the NES, the character has arms and legs. But here, we're just the head, which is nice. Yeah. Now, I thought that the civilization that made the Moai heads on Easter Island was extinct, but apparently they still live there. Or at least their descendants do. But it still is sort of a mystery, like why they're there and what they were for. So, I was trying to do the grab earlier, where Moai kind of sucks in through its mouth. Okay, I have a running attack. Ah! Come on. And yeah, you have the grab, but you can't dodge out of a grab, apparently. Come on, dude! Stop it! Hate you. Generic anime guy. Oh, that's cool. Kind of a joke character, but I don't know, they seem to work as well as any other character, to be honest. Okay, specials. Oh, Gradius style, I can shoot out ring beams. Oh, cool, I did the grab. Lovely. So what other kind of specials do we have? And yeah, you can jump while grabbing somebody. Maybe that's the only special. An upward spinning headbutt. Lovely. And a downward slam. Yeah, okay. So I was really curious about how this would work out, but considering that movesets are always pretty limited in this particular game, yeah, this works quite well, I think. Hey, Moai wins. Oh, that's true, actually. Tony says, I think it's the one from Parodius, yeah? Yeah, was there a playable Moai in Parodius? There must have been. There's so many playable characters in Parodius. That must be the third one that I had written here, but yeah. I think maybe one of the Parodius games has playable Moai. Definitely based on the Gradius connection, yes. Alright, who else should we look at? We haven't seen this guy's specials. Classic yellow hat. I want to see how he plays properly. At this point, I think we've been everywhere. So let's go back to Dracula's castle. Oh, maybe I haven't done a real match on Tree House or the baseball stadium, so I guess I'll check those out. Okay, what are my specials? Axe, spear. It said flaming axe. I guess there was a little flame effect when I did it. Yes, Megatron turns into a gun. Oh, nice. Poke, poke, poke. Apparently, Takashi Meijin attacks by poking. Oh boy. Whoa, cool. Megatron has some cool stuff going on. Just check I'm not missing anything for Meijin here. Whoa, what? Manjimaru. Wait, who's Yugo? Oh, Yugo. They misspelled it in the guide. Tomahawk, Flaming Club, Spear. There we go. That's the flaming one, of course. That works pretty well. Aww. Oh, you can only grab some of the platforms that are around. Oh, come on. Gibbon says, I'm still not sure I understand the heart system in this. Tony says, the more hearts you win. If you're an empty, you can be killed. It's weird for sure. Yeah, it's definitely unconventional, which is in its favor. Oh, I didn't mean to retry, actually. Basically, you grab a bunch of hearts to fill up your position on the meter at the bottom towards the right, which is better for you. And if you fall to the left by having hearts knocked out of you into the red zone, which is marked by an empty on the gauge there, then if you get hit at that point, then you are in the knocked out state where your heart leaves your body, your spirit, and then somebody else can grab it and that kills you. Yeah, but you can grab your heart back and then you have a chance to recover. So there's a comeback mechanic to it as well, which is nice. As Tony says, it's better than Sony All-Stars. Well, I have yet to play that myself, but yeah, there are criticisms of the system in Sony All-Stars. Okay, who else would be interesting? Everyone is kind of strange, aren't they? And fun. Let's try Bomberman. Lady Bomber is one of the options, of course, because the different colored Bombermen are different characters, and they even go so far as to... Yeah, so there is a third female character in this game. What do you know? Wonder if there's any more. Maybe there's the Twin Bee variant. I'll check that out too. Okay, so I want to go to Baseball Land. Yeah, cool. Oh, there's floating bases. That's cute. Very cute. Alright, so what can I do? Punch, punch, punch. How dare you, sir? Oh, my icon on the gauge is still Shirobon, the white Bomberman. Ow. Oh, the bombs don't explode in a line. That's odd. So we have different kinds of attacks. Aerial. Yep, strikes, downwards, upwards, that kind of thing. I wonder if I have other kinds of specials. Yeah, I guess I can throw bombs and then I can interact with them in different ways. I can punch them, I can grab them and then throw them at different times. So yeah, that's kind of using the game systems that are there but doing something quite different with it. So that's really interesting for Bomberman. Cool stuff. Oh, was that an item? No, it's a blimp in the background. Oh no, maybe it isn't. What do you think? Can I interact with that blimp? I think not. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. Cool. What's her name again? Lady Bomber? I know. I'll go back to Transformers Wiki to tell me. Transformers. Very nice, very nice. Tony says, woo girls, yeah. Excellent. Exactly. What? This isn't the page on DreamX TV World Fighters. Silly wiki. It was my own phone's fault. I love this game, says Tony, but I also love Sonic Adventure and Pokemon Shield. I also love so-and-so. Sorry, I'm struggling with text entry. Tell me more, Shirobon. Oh, okay. So according to Transformers Wiki, her name is Bomber Lady. That's her name. Alright, well they're all weird cyborgs anyway, aren't they? Robots? Androids? I know at least one of them is a Load Runner. Load Runner started as a Bomberman spin-off, or the other way around, I forget. Alright, Twin Bee, yes. So who do we have? There she is, Winbee, and then Gwynbee as well. And then, oh, what's the dark Twin Bee called? I forget. But anyway, let's be Win Bee. Yay! Girls. That's cool having alternate characters represented in their costumes like that. Oh yeah, we wanted to go to Treehouse, or at least I did. Still don't know what this is. I think it's just a different Takara toy line, probably. It looks very cute, though. Oh, there's Bimbo Gummy. Oh, you're a weird guy. I don't like you. Put some clothes on, dude. He's just wearing underpants. It's not nice. Oh! He threw a die at me. Punch, punch. No! That baby looks like Mr. Saturn. Oh, he transformed. Well, that's weird. Oh, that's cool. Oh no, I've seen some of Twin Bee's attacks already from the event match. Ow! Oh yeah, but I can use specials now. So what we have is a hammer, which summons a bell, and then the colored bell has different effects. That's how they work. Yes! I actually did it for once! You use the grab button to grab an item. In this case, the egg hatched a little chicken who is dropping hearts. That's cool. So that's how items work. There's not many of them, apparently, unfortunately. Okay, what else can we do with this? So in Twin Bee, you could shoot at a bell to change its color, and that would change the power-up you got from it. Okay, so I guess blue didn't have much of an effect. What? Maybe if it hits them, then it doesn't do its second effect. Because they've had different kinds of explosions happening. Yeah, there's like a line. I guess they go in order. Okay, and I can actually hit myself with some of my own attacks, unfortunately. Dude, put some clothes on. I don't like it. Yeah. Oh, that character, Bimbo Gummy, is from Momotaro Densetsu, a Hudson series of games. You know what? I can tell you right now, because I wasn't sure. But actually, Transformers Wiki might help me. Okay. This is what Transformers Wiki has to say about Bimbo Gummy. The spirit of poverty is not really a villain, but every time he tries to help someone, he screws it up. And he never knows when to quit, so he keeps causing trouble. He attacks with his giant die, which causes different bad things to happen to his foes, depending on the outcome of his role. A certain role will turn Bimbo Gummy himself into Mini Bombi, which greatly reduces his own offensive power. So we did see that happen when he turned into a little baby. His best role turns him into King Bombi, which includes all 4 of the negative effects of his die in all of his opponents at once. He can also attack with his flatulence. And the caption for the picture of Bimbo Gummy says, "Anguish and misfortune brought on by rolling a die. Perhaps he's actually the spirit of Mario Party." Lol. That's a good call. Okay, Momotaro Densetsu is a role-playing video game series. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, it doesn't tell you much, actually. It's a role-playing game, but there's a bunch of different installments. What a weirdo. Yes, indeed, he is. Is there anyone else we haven't actually seen in action yet? I think I've either played as or against everyone now. And I'm, pretty satisfied with what we've covered here. Judging by the time, I think that's a good place to leave it. If you are interested, this was available on GameCube and PS2. Again, I recommend Dolphin for emulating the GameCube. It's pretty good. You can, even if you don't have a GameCube adapter yourself, you can set up controls for it. Yeah, Transformers Wiki is great. Alright, so just to impress upon you the reason why I'm playing this today, I'm going to briefly launch Umihara Kawase Bazooka and show you a little bit of gameplay from that. Just so that you know I'm not crazy. I have a reason for doing this. They're both crossover platform fighters, and there's not too many installments in that genre. There are some other platform fighters like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Smash Up on the Wii. I guess that's kind of a crossover between different like installments of Ninja Turtles, and it also has the Rabbids from Rayman Raving Rabbids as guest characters. Okay, so I'm gonna get this game running and then I'll make sure it shows up on OBS, which I haven't done yet. I also have to swap out of full screen mode. So bear with me, I've got to skip through some menus first. You should be able to hear it now. What? It didn't pick up my controller just yet. Hold on. Window. Yes. Yes, return. Okay, cool. So, let me get that up for you. And yeah, it didn't recognize my controller. So actually, I'll have to relaunch the game. Dang. Hold on. Okay. Now is it working? It is working. Thank you. Oh boy. Okay. So this is Umihara Kawase Bazooka. And what shall we do? I don't think I can even do battle mode by myself. You need a second player. Well... Okay, so the single player challenge mode of this is like a single screen action arcade game, but what I wanted to show is the fact that it's a platform fighter if you're playing with another person. I just don't think that you can have CPU controlled characters. But yeah, we've got characters from Umihara Kawase, and these three are from Umihara Kawase Fresh. These three are from Cotton, although Cotton here appears as she was in Fresh as a guest character. Emiko and Noko are from Sayonara Umihara Kawase, and these three are from Doki Doki Piaccio, which is an earlier life sim on the PlayStation 1. The next 5 characters are original to this game. Sorry, Sylvie's ears were in the way. They're kind of a new cast tying into the bazooka concept, I guess, loosely. But yeah, they're just kind of oddballs that have their own powers and stuff. This guy is just a YouTuber. I have no idea why he's in this game. It's really weird. This is from Hitsuji Mura, which is Shepherd's Crossing. I think I saw it written in English. It's kind of Farmville, sort of. Wrestle Angels, or Ring Dream, yeah, is another word for it, is a wrestling management game. You don't play the wrestling, you do the simulation stuff. It's weird. The dog is from Metal Saga, a series of RPGs in post-apocalyptic setting, which are a successor to Metal Max. And yeah, Uzuki's from Akai Ito, which is a visual novel. And yes, Gibbon says he's curious about the Bazooka Club characters. Yeah, Daichi, Tenko, Nana, Lucina, and Suzuna. Yes, it is curious, isn't it? Gibbon's theory about that was that they had plans for a game that would star at least these 5 characters that were new, and also have the bazooka concept, but it wasn't enough for them, and they decided to make it instead an Umihara Kawase crossover, and then they put in the mechanics from that and a bunch of other guest characters, and it ballooned out into this thing. Gibbon is surprised that Solange isn't in this from Code of Princess. Indeed, having been in Blade Strange and Crystal Crisis, and being owned by Studio Saisenzen. I thought Metal Saga was a sister series to Metal Max. I don't think Metal Max stopped. Okay, my mistake. I'm not too familiar with the series, so yeah. They all have their own abilities. If I press X, yeah, they have different skills as well as super skills and then ability. So like the dog runs faster, the queen has a longer line, that kind of thing. So who do I like to play as? I like Oh, you know what? I like Emiko because she has a cool special skill. And I'll chuck her in with Knockoff from the same game. So this is just a little demonstration of how the game works, I guess, because I can't play it properly with just me. Gosh. I don't know. I think there was one that I didn't see during the campaign mode. One stage. I don't know. They all seem to be based off Umihara Kawase Fresh. This is very much a spin-off of Fresh. Where was it? Dang it. Ah! I don't know. Let's just go here. The crab. The crab will show up. According to Wikipedia... Oh, right. You have to get both players to pick something and then it'll randomly select between them. So according to Wikipedia, the Metal Saga titles were when they were financially struggling and briefly rebranded for licensing reasons. Specifically, the ones Success published are under the Metal Saga title. Okay, so you got Umihara Kawase stuff, the hook lure that you can swing around with, and everyone's got a double jump by default, which is really nice. But you also have the mechanic of... Oh, what? Alright, well, I don't know. I thought you could grab someone. I played it briefly with my brother the other day. He wasn't really into it, so we stopped quickly. But you can pull things into your backpack, and when you do, you get a bazooka, and then you can press this button and shoot the bazooka out like that. And that's how that works. So that's the melding of the Umihara Kawase lure concept with the bazooka concept. One follows the other, but then characters have their special skills. So I can throw little tadpole eggs. I can also throw hamburgers and then eat them. That's what Emiko does. Every character has their own little set of skills that change depending on who they are. One. The crab knocked out the other character. And they all have an extra special skill as well, so just get that one out. And if you use both jumps from the ground really quickly, you get much more height out of it. So hitting this button, that's my special skill, is summoning giant tadpole. So I think if I hurt the other character enough, I'm then able to capture them. But the way that I have to test that is just by throwing a bunch of eggs at her. Oh, they do hatch into frogs. Cool. There we go. So I pulled her in and now she's become a bazooka and I can fire that out. It's bigger because she's bigger than the small thing I pulled in before. And that did damage as well. So that's how Umihara Kawase Bazooka works. And it's really cool. And there's a bunch of guest characters from weird, obscure things that you've probably never heard of. And yes, it's the crab. Tony is remembering a DS Transformers game based on the first movie. Oh, and now that we're under 30 seconds time limit, the music has changed to become much more, yes, intense. So Noko is a time-traveling policewoman from the future, and she has other kinds of powers. I don't know what the... Yep, so there's like a dash, and what's the other one? I don't know what the keys are exactly. Oops. Nope, not that. Ah! Yeah, there. Landmine. That's her other one. Oh, okay, we're in sudden death mode. Okay, I'll switch back to Emiko. I should play Convoy no Nazo? No, I've heard of Convoy no Nazo. It's an infamous kusoge. It is a crap game that everybody knows is terrible. Tony actually defending it now. I like that game, actually. Sorry. I didn't mean to insult something that you like, but that's all I've ever heard about it. I think it was on Game Center CX, or maybe I just heard about it somewhere else, but it's infamous for being a low-quality licensed game. But hey, I play low-quality, you know, quote-unquote low-quality licensed games all the time and love them, so hey, why not? Maybe I will play Convoy no Nazo. The Mystery of Convoy. So the DS Transformers game had Pokemon-style 2 different versions, Autobots and Decepticons. Okay. Tony acknowledges that it's horrible, but Still says, I love it. That's good. Self-awareness. So, I don't get what is happening here. Because I died a couple times, but I still didn't lose. Whatever. So yeah, that is just to show you how that game kind of works. But that'll be it for today. This is a really cool game, by the way. It's maybe a little bit expensive, so check it out if it's on sale. But you know what? Just in the last couple of minutes here, I'll show you how the single player mode works, because you're getting two different kind of modes, and this can be played in co-op or not. Oh, that's weird. Yep. So just to pick a level at random, I've done them all by now. So in this mode, the objective is to knock out waves of enemies or whatever, fish, creatures who will attack you. And as you clear the wave, you get a bunch of coins. And you're against the clock, but you can also be killed by them. And yeah, you're... Oops! I got crushed. That was silly. You have 3 lives to do it, which are represented by the stars on your character profile down there. So it's... the health system is pretty basic. You just have health that gets depleted when you get attacked by different things by different amounts. Yeah, so you use the bazooka system here to clear out enemies in different ways. And it can be angled, it can be charged, the bazooka that is. And, oh, that was nice. And once you get a chain, oops, yeah, there's a bit more dizzy time than what you get in Fresh itself. And you don't get the chance to send your lure out again until quite a bit afterwards. Oops. Alright, let's actually do some of Sylvie's special attacks as well. Many of the Umihara Kawase characters can throw out a small projectile and then they can pull in and use Asa Bazooka, which is cool. But I also have the cooking ability like Emiko to restore my health, and you can stand in a corner and just spam it to recover health, but the 3-stage bar on next to my character portrait has to recharge, and that's what your special attacks come out of, as well as double jumps and things like that. So yeah, so that's how it works. Oh, Gibbon says there's a demo. That's cool. Did not know that. So check out the demo for this game if you're interested, and see how it plays. There are concessions to, if you haven't played the series before, the lure thing can take a little bit of getting used to. So I've had some experience with the games now, so using it to get around is something I'm more familiar with, but you can set the controls to a little bit easier if you're not as familiar with it. And this campaign mode does, I guess, give you a chance to practice those things. Yes. Gibbon says, it is cool seeing some of the fresh characters return alongside the Sayonara cast. Indeed, indeed. Seeing Sylvie playable is cool because in the story of Fresh, she's like a legendary ex-adventurer that you gradually find out. And then her husband as well, and the Queen are here too. The Queen can summon the little demon pigs as part of her moveset. Transformers DS. Okay, Tony's looked up the differences between the two versions. They're the same game, but with a different storyline and scenarios for the levels. The Autobots version makes you a hero, and I expect that the Decepticons version makes you a villain. Very interesting. Alright, but that'll do it for today. Oh, the volume's really low on this game. Yeah, it'll vary depending on the game. Thanks for joining me. This has been fun. DreamX TV World Fighters has been on my wish list to play for a long time, so it's good to get to it. It's interesting. It has some odd mechanics. Oh man, you don't even get to conquer the world as a Decepticon. They just make Starscream the villain. Terrible. Yeah, so next time we're going to be playing other games that were made by key figures of the development team of Umihara Kawase. And you'll find out what those are next time. But they're both basically 2D action games. Yes, of different kinds. So, see you then. Thanks for joining me, and check out Umihara Kawase. It's a great series of games. Yeah, and they're all available on Steam for PC by now. So, yeah. All right. See ya. Have a good one.